Okay, once again, guys, welcome to another edition of the Golden Rage Radio Show. This is the Week 11 edition. Um, let's go through some quick scores here for the week. 3 games have been played so far. We got the Saints beating the Bucks 34-17. We have the Cowboys defeating the Patriots 34-3, and the Raiders they pulled out the win 41-3. So 3 games played so far, week 11. That's the current week. Let's go ahead and move on to the Vikings insight, weekly insight for the team. So a major topic developing this week with the Dane Moreau accusations of performance-enhancing drug use, which, according to multiple sources, he tested positive in college. Nothing's really been confirmed, but it's definitely something that, it needs to be looked at, especially with the current state of the league. I'm trying to give a good example to the, young players coming up in the ranks, and, just let everybody know that we're running a clean league where no cheating is involved and will not be tolerated. I've been crucial of this guy, Dane Moreau, since he came into the league. I knew about the rumors coming in, how he experimented with, or so-called experimented with, different supplements in order to enhance his performance on the field. Stats speak for themselves. This guy's, physical attributes, his improvements on the field after only 1 year have been staggering. I really think there's much more to it than just, hard off-season work. It's something that obviously is, as commissioner, I need to look into. So I went ahead and questioned the Vikings owner, Nick, and this is what he had to say about it.
As far as the Dane Moreau allegations of performance-enhancing drugs in college, we know nothing about it. He was fully tested before the draft, after the draft. He's tested all the time. He displays just an outstanding work ethic, where I think a lot of people would think that it's performance enhanced. It's not. The guy busts his butt every day in the off season. He's in the weight room every day, working on his technique, and obviously it's paid off this season so far. I think a lot of it is jealousy around the league, where people come to that conclusion. But there's nobody. The Vikings run the cleanest organization in the league, hands down. So I can see why a lot of people would come to those conclusions via jealousy.
All right, so obviously he clearly states that he feels that Dane Moreau is clean. Obviously, what's he gonna say? Is he going to admit, even if he was? It's a far-fetched for him to even, think or even want to admit that his franchise quarterback is using an illegal substance. So, but we're definitely going to be looking into this. We're going to be tracking this guy every week. So we'll keep you guys updated with any developments in the Dane Moreau case. Okay, if you guys remember, also last week's show we had the Bears owner, the Stallion, comment on his take on the Vikings and their owner, Nick. In the interview, he mentioned about the so-called Vikings-Bears rivalry. It seems that the Vikings owner took offense to that. He feels that in no ways it's a rivalry. I guess you could give him the benefit of the doubt just based on the history. I believe he's 6-0 overall against the Bears. There's been a couple of close matchups there. Game of the year, second season. The game went into overtime. So there's obvious dislike between both clubs. Anyways, let's go straight to what the Vikings owner had to say about that.
I just wanted to point out, too, answer the Stallions' comments from a couple weeks ago, saying that our matchup is a rivalry. It's not a rivalry. A rivalry is, one team wins one time, another team wins another time. That's never happened. We're combined. I think we're 6-0 overall, 5-0 in the regular season. We'll be 6-0 in the regular season in a couple of weeks. I mean, he basically has no chance of beating us. So that is not a rivalry. I guess the Cowboys is a slight rivalry, even though we own them in the postseason. Got a little bit of luck, on their side last year. The Eagles, not a rivalry. We destroy them with every meeting. Saints, it could turn into something. Unfortunately for them, they're gonna catch something in the postseason. Just a weekly state of our organization. There's no secret we've been in heavy trade talks with numerous teams. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to come to any agreement. The recent one with the Cowboys, we were kind of getting lowballed on their offer. I've definitely seen a lot better offers than what they were giving us, looking for one of our premier defensive players and one of the premier defensive player in the league, quite frankly. But as of now, we're gonna, stand pat what we have. I think we still have a strong team, the strongest in 3 years, despite the recent loss. Everybody's still confident, holding their heads up. I think we're okay. It kind of needed us. We needed a little bit of a scare to bring us down to earth slightly, and it did that. And I think we should be fine going forward. So are we open for trade offers now? Probably not. We're pretty much going to stick this thing out until we win another Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl, however, we will be looking at multiple options with different teams, so including some of our big names. So that's it for right now. Like I said earlier, the next couple of weeks are going to be crucial. So that's it for now from Vikings camp. Thanks for having me on.
All right, so there you have it. Genuine dislike between Nika and the Bears. Obviously, it's definitely a rivalry in the sense of dislike, and they still have that Week 14 matchup against each other. I believe it is in Chicago, so that's most likely going to be the game of the week. That's going to be featured that week, again, Week 14. So we'll definitely be tuning in for that one. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I know the Stallions going to go in there confident. Nika, I mean, he pretty much feels that he's got this guy figured out. It's not even a threat to him. Rumor has it he's even thinking about benching all of his starters just for, to play it safe, entering the playoffs, entering the final 2 weeks of the season. So it wouldn't be a bad idea. By that point, he should have already clinched a playoff spot, maybe already the division. So it wouldn't be a bad move on his part to bench his starters. But again, it's just a rumor. We know he's gonna play to win. Not only play to win, but play to humiliate the Bears. So we'll definitely be keeping a close eye on that game. All right, guys. So that concludes this week's Golden Rage Radio Show, and just tune in next time.